Hi, I'm Tilly, and this is,
Okalani.
and we are going to read you The Mitten by Jan Brett. And there's the boy in his mitten. Once there was a boy named Nicky who wanted his new mittens made from wool as white as snow. And who do you boys and girls think is going to make his mittens?
Grandma.
We'll see. At first, his grandmother Baba did not want to knit white mittens. If you drop one in the snow, she warned, you'll never find it. But Nicky wanted snow white mittens, and finally Baba made them. And there Grandma's knitting. After she finished, she said, "When you come home, first I will look to see if you are safe and sound. But then I will look to see if you still have your snow white mittens." So off Nicky went, and it wasn't long until his new mittens dropped in the snow and was left behind. And what is he doing? Grandma's feeding the ducks, and he's climbing the tree. And if you look, you can see his mitten in the snow. See it there, Okie?
Yeah. So cool.
A mole, tired from tunneling along, discovered the mitten and burrowed inside. It was cozy and warm and just the right size, so he decided to stay. And there the mole is, trying to climb right in his mitten. Uh-oh. A snowshoe rabbit came hopping by. He stopped for a moment to admire his winter coat. It was then he saw the mitten, and he wiggled in, feet first. The mole didn't think there was room for both of them, but when he saw the rabbit's big kickers, he moved over. And there he is. There's the rabbit. And there's the boy. What is he doing? He looks like he's searching like you search. Next, a hedgehog came snuffling along. Having spent the day looking under wet leaves for things to eat, he decided to move into the mitten and warm himself. The mole and the rabbit were bumped and jostled. But not being ones to argue with someone covered with prickles, they made room. And there they are, all three of them, snuggled in there. And what is the boy doing? Peeking in a tree. As soon as the hedgehog disappeared into the mitten, a big owl, attracted by the commotion, swooped down. When he decided to move in also, the mole, the rabbit, and the hedgehog grumbled. "Rrr." But when they saw the owl's glinty talons, they quickly let him in. The little white mitten isn't white or little anymore now, is it? And where's the boy? Up through the snow appeared a badger. He eyed the mitten and began to climb in. The mole, the rabbit, and the hedgehog, and the owl were not pleased. There was no room left, but when they saw his diggers, they gave him the thumb. And there they are, all of them. There's a little fox. Looks like he might want to climb in. What do you think?
Yeah.
And there's the boy. It started snowing, but the animals were snug in the mitten. A waft of warm steam rose in the air, and a fox trotted by, stopped to investigate. Just the sight of the cozy mitten made him feel drowsy. The fox poked his muzzle in. When the mole, the rabbit, the hedgehog, the owl, and the badger saw his shiny teeth, they gave the fox lots of room. A great bear lumbered by. He spied the mitten all plumped up. Not being one to be left out in the cold, he began to nose his way in. The animals were packed in as tightly as could be. But what animal would argue with a bear? The mitten swelled and stretched. It was pulled and bulged to many times its size. But Baba's good knitting held fast. There they are. Look. You think he's going to fit in there?
Let's see on the next page.
I don't know.
Oh.
Along came a meadow mouse, no bigger than an acorn. She wriggled into the one space left and made herself comfortable on top of the great bear's nose. You see the mouse there on the nose? And what's the boy doing? Looks like he's looking for his mitten, huh? The bear, tickled by the mouse's whiskers, gave an enormous sneeze. Achoo! The force of the sneeze shot the mitten up into the sky and scattered the animals in all directions. Uh-oh. What a mess. On his way home, Nicky saw a white shape in the distance. It was the lost mitten silhouetted against the blue sky. You see the mittens, boys and girls? He's got one, and there is one right there in the sky. And he must have went home, and look at the size of his mitten. The end. Hi! We hope you enjoyed our story time.
Click and
Subscribe. Till next time, guys.